I have a lady that's missing that hasn't been seen since the 12th.
I don't know what to answer any questions at all.
See that right there?
Yeah.
That's blood.
Uh-huh.
Okay. See that?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's blood.
That's blood. Okay. That's blood. That's blood. And that's blood on your car. It's her blood.
Are you crazy?
You can't argue with the science that the blood is there. You want to know what the numbers are? The numbers are 1 in 26 trillion.
Okay. Good for you. You've got it all wrapped up. Why do you keep going on?
Because I would like to bring Lise
Well,
back to her
bring
family.
her back or whatever. Do whatever you like. Just don't involve me.
November 12th, 2014. A grandmother finishes her shift at Walmart's in Peterborough, Ontario. She never makes it inside her house. 10 days later, police sit across from a 78-year-old Scottish man who claims he's missing his ex-girlfriend just as much as anyone. But in his basement, they've already found something damning, a shovel soaking in bleach. And on that shovel, they found blood. Her blood. Lise Fredette, a 74-year-old, managed the jewelry department at Walmart. A grandmother and mother of 2 from Quebec, she was always on time, reliable, and kind. When she didn't show up for work on November 13th, her coworkers immediately knew something was wrong. Police rushed to her home on Bensford Road. What they discovered painted a terrifying picture. Her glasses, house key, and an earring scattered in the driveway next to her Toyota RAV4. They found blood. A lot of blood. Lisa's car was there. Her purse was missing. She was gone. Investigators immediately focused on Andrew Watson, her ex-boyfriend. The 78-year-old Scotsman had dated Fredette on and off for 3 years before she ended things on her birthday in April 2014. He didn't take the breakup well. Watson had been stalking her, tracking her whereabouts, keeping a log of where she went, showing up uninvited at social functions. He wrote her angry letters. She reported him to police twice, once in September and again just 10 days before she vanished. Police had visited Watson's home in September and November 2014, warning him to leave Lise alone. When detectives interrogated him, Watson played his part perfectly. "I'll tell you, no one is missing her more than I'm missing her," he told investigators. But police weren't convinced. And if you're wondering how detectives piece this together from a driveway scene and a facade put on by Watson, you're going to want to stay until the end. Hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss cases like this.
Here's your food.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome. There's, you said cream with your coffee.
Yeah.
You can add it. I didn't know if you wanted 1 or 2. Help yourself. Couple of housekeeping details. You eat, do your thing, okay? There's a couple things I want to explain to you so you understand. Everything you and I do, everything we say in this room, back in this cell block area, is all recorded. Okay?
You mean there's a tape recorder somewhere?
Yep, it's all being recorded, video and audio. Okay, so you understand that you're under arrest. Okay. What did the officers tell you that you're under arrest for when they went and arrested you today?
Murder in the first degree and criminal harassment.
Okay, exactly. And that's my understanding too, right? So you know that you're under arrest for murder in the first degree and criminal harassment. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're talking right now about the disappearance and murder of Lise Fredette.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need you to say anything other than just, it's been explained to you that she's the person who's missing. You're aware of this through the course of this investigation, okay? And this is the way we look at it from the OPP perspective, okay, Andy? I'll get into it in a little bit more detail in a second here, but you're under arrest for that. They told you that today. They also, when they arrested you, they would have told you your rights. They would have read your rights to you? Okay, good. Make sense? Okay. Any confusion about anything that I've explained to you here so far?
No.
Any questions on any of that?
The only question I have is why it took over a week to search my house and over a week to search my car. That does not make any sense at all to me.
Okay. I will answer your question, okay?
And why I didn't get a list of things taken.
Okay. Well, the list of things, there's no obligation on the police to hand you something like that. That comes out through what's known as court disclosure. So when the police put together their Crown brief and present it to the courts to say, here's the allegations and this is why we think this person committed this offense, that's called disclosure. And disclosure comes to you and your lawyer. And in that disclosure will then be a list of everything that was taken, everything that was seized. So there's no obligation on the police to hand you a list ahead of time.
I was told that there was.
Okay. If I can ask, who told you that?
But one of the policemen I was speaking to.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, Andy. I personally don't have a problem getting you a list because there's no issue with it. It's your house. You should already know what's missing. And if there's certain things that you're not sure, we'll tell you.
You should see the mess. I couldn't tell you what's missing or what's not missing. Everything's just a mess.
Andy, I'll get you a list. That's how insignificant it is to me. Why does it take so long to do your car? Well, here's the thing. We still have your car. Okay? Forensic examinations, which is what's happening with your car, take time. And here's the reason why it takes time. This is one investigation that's happening in the entire province. On any given time, unfortunately, there are many serious investigations that are happening all over this province every day. When people seize things that they want to have forensically examined, traditionally all of our exhibits go to what we refer to as the Centre of Forensic Sciences. You've heard of that place?
Is that in London?
No, it's in Toronto. There's one in Toronto and there's also one in Sault Ste. Marie. Okay? But the biggest one is in Toronto. Okay? That's traditionally where police, law enforcement send their exhibits for forensic examinations. Okay? They are busy. Period.
So are you saying my car was taken to Toronto?
I believe that's where your car went to, yeah.
You're kidding.
No. We didn't drive it. Don't worry, nobody drove your car to Toronto. We tow it, put it in a nice big enclosed truck and take it down, protect it, but that's where the scientific work has to happen.
So you don't know at the moment what stage in the process my car is in?
I know they've started to look at it, I know they're not done.
Have you any idea when they will be? Or when the car will come back?
No. I don't today, no. As I sit here today, I don't know when that car will be done. Okay? But when it's done, when the police no longer need it, and it's no longer of any evidentiary value, like we no longer need to hold on to it to process it, it will be returned. And it will be returned in the same condition with which it was taken. And if you have a problem with that, and there's something different about that, then you call me. The house you're in now, has that always been the house?
Yeah, I moved into that house when I came here in 1995.
Okay. And
So I've been in that house 19 years.
Right. Okay. My understanding is you had, I want to say like a longtime partner who passed away from cancer. Is that true?
Who told you that?
Oh, I know things.
Well, I'd rather not talk about that.
No, and I don't expect that you need to talk about it. That's my understanding is that you were involved, and that's sad. Those are unfortunate circumstances, but I don't know. I certainly don't need to dwell on it or talk about it. But that's our past, and we all have pasts. That's what makes us who we are, right? It's unfortunate. Absolutely. Absolutely.
C'est la vie.
It's called life, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to take the bad with the good.
Yes, whether we like it or not, right? Whether we like it or not.
Mhm.
How's your overall health? We talked a little bit earlier about you need your diabetic medicine this evening. But overall, how's your health?
When it comes to diabetics, I sometimes wonder if doctors don't just tell you you're diabetic so that you'll have to go back every 3 months and get a prescription.
Okay.
I find it very difficult to sit and listen to a doctor telling me I'm seriously ill when there's no signs and symptoms.
So they've actually said you're seriously ill?
They consider a person who's got diabetes to be seriously ill.
Right.
But that person's got no signs or symptoms. At least I don't have any signs and symptoms.
Okay.
There are some diabetics who have to stab themselves with insulin or something like that.
Yeah. Other than the diabetes that they say you have,
Well,
any other issues
I don't.
medically that you need prescriptions for?
No, I got a prescription for the red and black capsules for acid reflux.
Okay. You strike me as a very kind of logical person. Would you describe yourself that way?
I think of myself as a very simple person.
Logical and simple sometimes go hand in hand, right?
I
Simple
know.
not being a bad thing.
Well, I don't mean I'm a simple person.
No, I didn't
I
take
just
simple
mean-
meaning no frills.
I just mean, yeah, no frills, yeah?
I know, that's what I mean. I'm not talking simple as in cognitive functioning, simple as in simple lifestyle, no frills.
Yeah,
How's that?
yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
That's it. Would you describe yourself as pragmatic?
I suppose to a certain extent.
How much do you smoke still?
I don't smoke a lot,
No?
no.
So what would you say in a day you would smoke?
10,
10 cigarettes a day?
yeah, about
Okay.
10 cigarettes a day.
Okay.
And I drink every day, but I don't drink a lot.
What are you drinking?
I have an aperitif before my supper, usually about 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I have a glass of red wine with my supper. And that's the extent of my drinking. So if you were to ask me if I drink, I would have to say I drink every day. But I'm still, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a drinker. When Lise and I were together, what we used to do is I'd buy a celery and give her half, and she'd buy a cucumber and give me half the cucumber. And that way we were,
Makes sense.
these
Yeah.
things that we couldn't eat by ourselves, we were able to eat by sharing, 50-50, you know.
Well, you know, that kind of makes more sense, because you're right. Like, I think of me in my situation, got to buy a lot of food, because a lot of it
Yeah.
gets eaten.
Yeah.
One person, a whole stalk of celery would go bad.
Oh yeah.
So you and
yeah.
Lise would share it, and you each get celery, but it gets used up.
Yeah.
That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually kind of a smart way to do it.
Yeah.
How long were you and Lise together, overall?
From the fall of 2011 until the 20th of April to 2014.
So from the fall of 2011 till April the 20th, you said, 2014? So 3-ish years?
The
give or take?
reason I'm so sure about the date we split up was it's my birthday.
The 20th of April.
Yeah.
And that's the breakup day.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
You know why we broke up?
No.
Because I was wearing jeans.
You broke up because you were wearing jeans?
Yeah.
You got to explain that one to me.
Well, I was to go to her place. We were going to go out for supper with our family.
Right.
And when I went, I was wearing jeans. And she said she didn't want me to wear jeans, she wanted me to wear pants. And this, I couldn't understand this, because she always wanted me to be dressed up like a tailor's dummy, you know, the suit, the dress shirt, and the tie, and just like you, exactly like you. That's
You're
how
calling me a tailor's dummy? It's okay.
But anyway, What got me was that when we went out of the family never wore any suits or ties or shirts or anything else. The family all wore standard Peterborough dress, which is t-shirts and jeans.
Right.
So I had these jeans on, and they were perfectly nice jeans. They weren't scruffy, ragged, and they were almost new.
Yeah.
Perfect condition. And I had a brand new t-shirt on, perfect condition, perfectly clean. And so I thought I was presentable, and I thought I was dressed as well as her son and her son-in-law and her grandkids, because they were all in jeans and t-shirts. So I didn't think it was a problem, but she got real mad about that.
That's why you broke up? Where did you go that day? Like,
I went home.
no, but like, you said everybody else was wearing jeans and a t-shirt. You were wearing jeans and a t-shirt. So where did everybody go? Like, was it a party for you? Because it's your birthday.
It wasn't just my birthday.
Oh, okay.
I think it was her son's birthday. I'm not sure, but it wasn't just for me.
Right.
No. You see, the thing is, every 3 or 4 weeks, Lise seemed to have some sort of compulsion to have a fight. Now, we had no serious problems
Right.
to have a fight about. She was comfortably off, I'm comfortably off. She owned her own home, all paid for. I owned my own home, all paid for. She owned her car, paid for. I owned my car, paid for. No religious problems. She wasn't religious, I wasn't religious. No political problems. She wasn't a political person, I'm not a political person. No family problems, because I have no family at all. So she didn't have to worry about me paying alimony or child support or anything else like that.
Right.
I had absolutely no family problems. And her family seemed to like me, and I certainly got on well with all her family. Didn't have any problems at all with her family. So with no family problems.
Right.
So as far as I was concerned, there was not a serious problem between us at all. Because of this, and this compulsion to fight, she would have to dream up the most stupid, trivial junk you could imagine to have a fight. Now, in the early days when she started this, I would argue with her. But very soon realised that it was a waste of time arguing with her, because she just would not listen.
Right.
So what I did was, when I saw this fight coming, and I could see it coming, after I'd been with her so long, I could see this coming, I knew it was coming.
Right.
So what I did, I would just go home.
Okay.
And I don't think she liked that, because then she'd nobody to fight with. Anyway, I used to just leave the house and go home. I saw it coming, and I just got up and I left. And I was getting in my car. And I had my bum on the seat and my right foot on the floor, but my left foot was still outside the car. And she came out storming out after me, and she grabbed the car door and started banging the car door to try and break my leg between the car frame and the door.
Yeah.
So anyway, eventually I was able to keep the door from banging my leg, and I told her just to go in and leave me alone, and she went inside and I went home. And that is why we broke up,
That was
because
the end.
I was wearing jeans.
What?
Other things,
Yeah. What other things?
one time she had a china teapot and I used to make tea. And one time I was washing the teapot and I got a little chip in it. A tiny little chip like that. That had no bearing on the teapot or how it worked or if it didn't work or how it poured or anything. It had no bearing at all on the functioning of this teapot. Oh God, you'd think I had demolished her house. the nonsense, the fighting, the terrible temper.
Yeah.
And always violence with the temper. You know, it got
Did you say violence with the temper?
Yeah, it
Okay.
got out of hand.
What would she do?
Oh, well, I tried to break my leg with the car door.
Yeah, yeah.
Another time I had this big carton of milk, the big, I think it's 2 litres, I'm not sure, it's a big one. And it was full, but it had been opened. And another time she threw that at me, and oh. That'll give you an idea how, when she got into this temper, she seemed to lose it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
For example, if it was me, I would say to myself, do I want to throw this carton of milk at her and have milk all over the bloody place that I'm going to have to clean up? I don't think so. She didn't think like that.
right.
She would just let fly. She didn't give a shit what happened. It was like she was out of it,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
And then would she come back into it? Like, would she?
I always did. I took off.
Oh, okay.
But you know, it's the simplest things. If I put a plate in the dishwasher the wrong way, now I have never in my life had a dishwasher. I don't know dishwashers from a hole in the ground. I know nothing about dishwashers.
Right.
If I put a plate in the dishwasher the wrong way, oh my God, you'd think I'd done murder or something. Just, and it's because we didn't have a serious problem at all,
Right.
that she had to pick on these really stupid things that she wanted to have a fight.
Why do you think she wanted to have a fight with
I
you?
don't know, it seemed to be some sort of compulsion.
Okay.
Everything could be going along just beautiful. She's happy, I'm happy, we're madly in love, da-da-da-da-da-da. But 3 or 4 weeks, boom. And then after that's finished, we're back in love with her. She's happy, I'm happy, everybody's happy.
Really, eh?
For 3 or 4 weeks, then boom.
And whenever the fights would happen and you would leave, who would make up?
That was a problem.
Was it?
That's why she went to these other guys.
Tell me about that. Why'd she go to these other guys?
You'd need to ask her that, but here's a woman who told me she loved me. I was the greatest thing in sliced bread. Oh boy, I was a keeper. We were going to spend the rest of our life together. And then we'd have a fight and I'd go home. And both of us, I think, were probably too stubborn and too pig-headed and too proud to make amends, which is what we should have done.
Right.
Anyway, in no time at all, after I'd gone home and we split up, she had another boyfriend.
Okay.
That relationship with that boyfriend didn't work out. It only lasted 2 or 3 months maybe.
Okay.
And we got back together again. Oh, excuse me.
No problem.
Then, after we got back, before we got back together, we sat down and had a talk. And I said, obviously, if we're going to get back together, we've got to change our ways. If we get back together and we don't change anything, we're going to get the exact same result. We're going to split up again.
Right.
Oh yes, you're right. She said, oh yes, we'll change. Oh yeah, da-da-da-da. Right? She didn't change at all. She couldn't.
Right.
I don't think it's in her nature to change. I did everything I could to make her happy. I coloured her hair. I cleaned her shoes. I pressed her pants. I sewed and darned for her. I grew a moustache for her. But I don't like a moustache, but I grew a moustache for her. I did yard work for her. I did housework for her. I was down on my hands and knees scrubbing the kitchen floor, the bathroom floor, cleaning the toilet, cleaning the tubs around. I couldn't tell you the number of things I did to try and make her happy.
Right.
Anything she asked me to do, I did. There was not one serious thing where we had conflict.
So then I'm going to ask you, in your opinion, what was her problem?
I have no idea.
No problems, no issues. You're doing everything for her. You guys are in a committed relationship. You love each other, is that right? But she picks these silly fights.
I loved her very, very much.
You loved her. Did she love you?
I don't know.
Oh. Did she ever tell you she did?
Oh, all the time, yeah. But you can't go by that. I've had other women tell me they love me and they're sleeping with somebody else on the side.
Have you ever told somebody you loved them when you didn't really, and you just didn't want to hurt their feelings?
I don't think so.
Okay. No, because I mean it can happen. I agree with you.
Oh,
it can
sure,
happen, right?
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't take relationships lightly. You would never in a million years get me doing a one night stand.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
Well, over the course of your lifetime, and I don't need to go into the details of them, how many relationships have you had?
I've had maybe half a dozen relationships, but none of them were short-term relationships.
Right. So when you were with Lise, is it accurate, fair for me to say that you weren't stepping out on her, you were faithful to her?
I never even thought of mistake. Are you crazy? I'm not like that.
No, and that's what I'm gathering, right? What about her?
I never, well, she did step out a couple of times.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, like, was she as
That
faithful
I
and as
know of.
committed to you?
I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is she told me she loved me.
What about this unattached club that she's part of?
That's a nice place.
Is it? Yeah.
Very nice place.
Okay.
Yeah. Well run. Very well
So
run.
what's the idea behind it? Like, just, is it like a social for
It's
people?
just a social club where people go to dance.
Okay.
And it's called unattached, but in actual fact, about 95% of the people who go there are attached. There are very, very few unattached people who go there.
So they're attached, but do they go there with their partner, or they're going
Yeah,
there?
no, there are lots of them are husband and wife, or they're in a serious relationship.
Oh, and they're just going for a social.
They're going to dance and
Okay.
socialise.
Oh. And how
And it's very nice.
did you meet Lise?
I met her there,
Okay.
yeah.
So, how, like, did she actually say the words to you that she didn't want you to wear jeans, and that's why she was so upset with you on the 20th of April?
Oh yeah. She said she told me previously to wear pants. And I do not remember her telling me to wear pants. I honestly do not remember her telling me that. But she said she had told me previously that she wanted me to wear pants. But to me, it's just so trivial, it's so unimportant. I can't see how anybody would even get upset with something like that. If they were all scruffy jeans or something, all torn and raggedy and dirty and everything, then I could understand her being upset. But these were perfectly nice jeans, not very old at all, and they were just been washed, pressed. So I just couldn't see why she got upset.
Breaking up that way has to be tough for a silly issue like that. Does that make sense?
They were all silly issues. All silly issues.
Did you try and get back together with her after that?
No.
No, that was it? Because that's what, April 2014.
I should have, but I didn't. And she should have, but she didn't. That's what I was saying. We're probably just two pig-headed, stubborn buggers, you know, who are too proud to eat humble pie.
Do you miss her?
But, oh God. Well, we kept in touch a lot after that.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it was cold turkey.
But, well, very shortly after we broke up, she started going with Ben.
Okay.
So then, no question, it's getting back together again.
Did
She
you?
had a new boyfriend.
Do you know who this Ben guy is?
Oh yeah, well these guys she went with, they were guys at the club.
Okay. Right. That's got to be hard. Like, were you still going to the club after then for the socials on your own?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was that hard seeing her there with other people?
Well, we had split up completely.
Yeah.
At first when we split up, we still saw each other, you know. She would come to my place, I would go to her place. And we were friends.
Yeah.
And we would dance together on a Saturday night. But it seemed to me, I don't know why. Maybe the boyfriend didn't want her to be friends with me, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we finished up with it. She had complained to the police about me.
Right.
Because I was mad one time and I wrote a little note to her, and it was not a nice note, it was a nasty note. And I regret very much having sent that, but still, there's nothing I can do about that now. Anyway, when she got this note, she complained to the police came and saw me and told me that I shouldn't be bothering her.
Right.
And I said that was fine, and then so after that we weren't talking to each other, we weren't friendly. Do you think I could have another cigarette?
Want another smoke?
If you don't mind?
No.
I have my own cigarettes, you know, but they won't let me have them.
It's all good. Gotcha.
You don't smoke.
Haven't smoked in a while. Gave it up. I can sit here now and it doesn't even bother me. Like, I don't have the desire for it. You know, this investigation's, you know, it's ongoing and that, but when is the last time that you saw Lise? When's the last time you would have seen her?
The Saturday before she disappeared.
So okay, so
You
she...
see, they've taken my calendar. If I had my calendar, I would be able to.
Let's see if I can assist you with something here. I don't have your calendar. That's not what I'm looking for.
Well,
But
any calendar would do.
that's what I'm just looking for you. Okay.
We could even work right from today.
Well, I have a calendar here, so let me find it.
Well,
for
what
you and I.
this is? You said this is the 22nd.
It is all day.
So 7 from 22 is the 15th. The last time I saw Lise Fredette was Saturday the 15th. If you've got a calendar there, you could check that.
I'm going to check that for you right now.
But we were not talking to each other or dancing. I didn't, because she said the police on me a second time.
Right.
Have you spoken to Ian Maxwell?
There we go. So that's a calendar for November
Yeah.
2014. Okay, so that's this year.
So the last time I saw
So
these,
we're here on the 22nd.
yeah, the last time I saw these was last Saturday.
Okay. Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. But as I said, we did not speak to each other or dance with each other, or even look at each other, because have you spoken to Ian Maxwell?
I haven't, no.
Oh, he's the policeman that came to see me a couple of times.
Okay.
And the second time he came, he made it absolutely clear I had nothing whatsoever to do with it. So I took his words to heart, and I never even looked at them.
Never looked at what?
Ben or Lise.
Oh, sorry, because he's the one that came and spoke to you and said, after the letters, is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. You can speak, it might help you to speak to him.
Well, I just want to...
He's a very nice chap.
Yeah, he's with the Peterborough service here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you, why, how are you so sure that's the last time you saw her? And I'm just wondering in your mind, why you think it was that day?
Because I saw her every Saturday. We both went to the dance every Saturday.
She went missing on the 12th. So is it possible it's a different Saturday that you saw her?
I saw her the Saturday before she disappeared.
Okay, that's fair then. So what I'm just telling you is that on the 12th is the day that she went missing. So that we know for sure, okay? So if you said you saw her the Saturday before she went missing, is it possible then that you're talking about the 8th?
It must be.
Okay.
It must be.
I just want to make sure,
Yeah.
because you said the 15th, which I understand, but we know she went missing on the 12th. So if it's the Saturday, if it's one Saturday before, which is what you recall, that would take us to November the 8th. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps this is the day we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And is that at the dance?
Where have I've lost a week somewhere.
Okay, well, do you remember Veterans Day? Do you remember Remembrance Day?
No, I remember they come and took me away on this day.
Yes, the 13th.
They took me away that day and they kept me a week.
Right.
And they let me out this day. They let me out this day.
When you say they let you out, you're referring to what? You said they came and took you away. What are you talking about? Like, what are you referring to?
They came on Thursday and they spoke to me for hours.
Yes.
And then they took me away about 6:30 roughly
Okay.
and put me in a hotel.
Okay, I see what you're talking about now.
They kept me in a hotel from there to here, and they let me out yesterday.
Right, and here we are today, the 22nd.
They arrested me today.
Yes.
So I spent the night from Thursday to Friday, and the night from Friday to Saturday at home.
Yes. So, this is Remembrance Day. You remember they came and they asked you to leave on the 13th, this day.
Yeah.
And that's because on the 12th, she's missing.
I don't know when she's missing.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
I don't
Okay.
know. I
So-
don't even know how you know that.
Well, I'll tell you how I know. I'll explain it to you. Okay, but I'm just, if we work backwards, like you said, then if you recall seeing her last on the Saturday before she went missing, that would be the 8th.
The simple thing is, both she and I went to the dance every Saturday.
Gotcha.
We weren't talking, we weren't dancing, we weren't having any sort of communication whatsoever, but we were there
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I don't have any issue
every
with that.
Saturday.
Okay. So if you saw her the Saturday before...
So if she's
see-
missing here, obviously she wasn't at the dance that night.
No. Did
I
you go
don't
to the
think-
dance that
I
night?
don't think I went to the dance that night. No, I didn't go.
On the 15th.
Hmm?
Yeah, on the 15th you didn't go?
No, well, the police had taken me away.
Right. You were in a hotel?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so the 8th at the dance. After the 8th, which is the Saturday, did you see her
So that Saturday too.
the 1st? Okay. Did you see her any time after the Saturday at the dance?
No.
Okay, so that's the last time.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. You are the one person that knows Lise better than anybody right now.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, I'm just talking about in the, you did have a relationship with her.
Oh, yes. Generally speaking, a very good relationship.
Oh, I totally, I believe you. What do you think happened to her? Why would
I have no idea.
Why would somebody do this to her?
I don't know. I do know she was involved with other men.
Right.
I even suggested to one of the policemen that it could have been a home invasion. Who knows? Who knows what happens?
Yeah. Who are these other men she's involved with?
I don't know all the men she's involved with. I just know for a fact Dave Clark and Ben Kalman.
Yeah.
Dave Clark, she was going with very soon after we broke up the first time. Ben Kalman, she was going with very soon after we broke up the second time.
So up until here, where we know she went missing, was she seeing anybody that you know of?
Ben Kalman.
She is seeing Ben still.
She's been seeing Ben since very shortly after we broke up, which was 20th of April.
Yes. And that's, yeah. Forgive me for my language, but you know what? That's kind of shitty,
What is?
what she did. Only in the sense that, you know what, you jump from one relationship right to the next. What does that say about you and your relationship? That's just my opinion. I just put that out there. I probably shouldn't even have said that, but it's the way I kind of look at it. Okay.
You know, I'm going to tell you, if I live to be 192, I will never understand women. And it may be that that's why I'm a bachelor. Because I take things very seriously.
Yeah.
Things like relationships and promises and vows. I couldn't get married. I could have to vow to be faithful to this woman for the rest of my life.
So you could or couldn't get married?
I could not get married because I couldn't take that vow.
But why? If you take things very serious, would you not be faithful for the rest of your life to that person?
I sure as hell would try, but I'm a human being.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I was as horny as the next guy. So although I would maybe take a vow, there was no guarantee that I would be able to keep it. And if I couldn't keep a vow, I would not make that vow. I take vows very, very seriously.
Did you two ever talk about getting married? Was there ever any talk about that?
No.
No. And there's some things I want to share with you here today that we're doing so you understand what's going on. Because we have, we do things very different, okay? And we have access to a lot of things that we're now going to utilize because this is, make no mistake, this is, in our opinion, a death investigation, a homicide, okay? We believe she's dead, okay? People don't just drop off the face of the earth and cease to exist. There's been no activity on her bank accounts. Nobody's heard from her. Nobody's seen her. Like, there's a lot of other things we'll talk about, but that's just not normal, and you know that, right? And so we have other things that I'll discuss with you that logically, when we look at it, yeah, she's dead, and I know that. So, you know, and we believe that somebody's responsible for that.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you and I are sitting here right now, there's all kinds of things that are happening. There's all kinds of things that are being done. Period. And some of them I'm going to explain to you and show you so you understand what's going on. Okay? Because this just took way too long. Way too long.
It's taken too long?
This has taken way too long.
Oh.
Way too long. I mean, really, she goes missing on the 12th, and there's all kinds of stuff that's happened there in the meantime. So, you know, and nobody even came to you and got a formal statement from you in the meantime. I mean, you were with her for years. Like, that shouldn't happen. Okay, but as a result, we got involved. We got some results
the
back
police-
right away.
The police zeroed in on me right from the get-go.
Why do you think that they would do that?
I have no idea. Presumably somebody must have told them stuff.
Okay, well, this day right here.
What bothers me is...
Yeah.
By zeroing in on me, maybe there's things that they could have discovered that they're not going to discover now.
You cannot get tunnel vision, ever. Okay?
Well, the Peterborough police definitely had tunnel vision here. Believe me.
One of the biggest things, I've been doing this job for 25 years, you cannot get tunnel vision, because the moment you get tunnel vision, the blinders are on. It's like that racehorse going down the track with the blinders
That's
on.
exactly what this is like.
Here's the way I approach my investigations, okay? The evidence will take us where we need to be. That make sense to you?
Well, it depends what you call the evidence.
I'm going to share some of it with you, okay? But evidence will always take you where you need to be. Now, sometimes evidence can come up that we think is evidence. Could be a red herring. But then you got to walk down that path, you got to investigate it, you got to exhaust it, and then make a decision and say, nope, that's not important, back away. As this investigation's going on right now, we're going down several different paths, clearing and making sure we've covered off everything properly. You have to be... make no mistake, these are serious, serious allegations, period. Somebody's life has been taken. We don't take that lightly. In fact, I can't think of anything more serious to be working on.
Yeah.
Okay, in her memory, for her kids,
Family.
for her grandkids, for her family, for the community, for everybody that's missing her right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, we still don't have her body.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nobody missing her more than I'm missing.
I believe you. I believe you. Well, and if I was, okay, so I mean, I know she went missing on this day, the 12th, which is a Wednesday. Where were you that day?
I think that's the day she was talking about.
Okay. And I can certainly go and get that receipt. Did you give it to him? Or did he make a copy of it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
But if the 12th is the day you're talking about, are you saying you went grocery shopping on the 12th?
I went to a bunch of different places.
Okay. What about at night on the
Usually,
12th?
if I have stuff to get, I usually draw a little list and try and make a route of it. So I go here first, there, and then there, and then there.
Yeah.
And that day, I had gone to Farm Boy,
Okay.
which is a grocery store.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy anything at Farm Boy, so I didn't have a receipt.
Okay.
Because the thing I was looking for there, they didn't have. Anyway, from there I went to Peterborough this week to get a copy of the newspaper.
Okay.
And I went to a couple of other places where I did buy something and I did have receipts.
Okay.
So while I couldn't prove that I'd been to one or two of these places, I could prove that I had definitely been to one or two other places.
And are you referring to the 12th?
I can't remember.
The Wednesday?
I can't remember what it was. We spoke for so long.
No, but that's what I'm
They were
asking.
with me, so they came in at about 1 o'clock. I was trying to have my lunch when they came in.
And that's fair, I
They
understand.
stayed till I wanted to get my supper, but I couldn't get my supper because they were right there in my face.
Yeah.
So I didn't get any supper that night.
But if I ask you now, what do you remember the 12th?
I don't want to. I'm not supposed to be speaking to you.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, I know. So
Okay.
I don't think I should.
But
speak to you.
here's the thing. If you are grocery shopping on those days, and you have some receipts, which I'll check on, but the other thing
You
is,
should be speaking to these other guys.
we are. I have people here now doing it. Okay,
Are
but,
you speaking to Dan LeMay?
yes, absolutely. I had him called in today. Okay?
And don't forget Ian Maxwell.
there's Ian Maxwell, there's Dan LeMay, there's these two boyfriends, Dave, you spoke of, and Ben are being spoken to. I've got her family in here right now. Okay? But
They're nice kids, by the way.
they seem very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
But the other thing I wanted to think about is, on this day, even though you didn't get a receipt, you remember how I talked about the fact that there's cameras everywhere?
Yeah.
Even though you walked in a store and didn't buy something, I'm going to go pull the video. Because they keep the video for a while, right? I'll pull the video, it shows you walking in, even though you didn't buy something, it validates what you're saying.
That reminds me, the Peterborough police told me they had me on video at Walmart. And I said to them, that is absolutely impossible, because I have not been near Walmart.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
And
that.
they said, well, we've got a video, you're on the video. And I said, well,
Who told you that?
Can I see the video? Oh no, we have, oh no, yeah.
Who told you that?
The serious thing about the police, they want you to answer all their questions, but they never, ever answer your questions.
Ask me a question. I've answered your question so far today. I'll answer the rest of them.
I'm talking about my experience with the police so far. It's been anything but good. It's been a very, very
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know anything about a Walmart video.
First of all, when they took me away on Thursday, they said, oh, just be for tonight. You'll get back home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow came, I am all packed up in my hotel room, ready to go home. They come to, oh no, you're not going home, dear. It'll be tomorrow. So I get unpacked my stuff, I spend another night in the hotel. The next morning I got pack all my stuff ready to go. They come and say, oh no, it'll be tomorrow. This goes on for a solid week, lying to me every single day.
That stops
Looking
today.
me right in the eye and lying as sweet as you like.
That stops today.
So
The only thing that's going on in this room right now is the
my
truth.
experience with the police has not been good. Especially this. You should see the mess of my house. You would not believe it.
I want to share a couple of things with you
Okay.
to show you that I'm here to give you some info. Okay?
Okay.
This isn't all about, me wanting info from you. You asked me a couple of things earlier, and I want to address them for you, okay? You asked me first of all, how do we know she's even missing and when she went missing? That's what you asked me, right? Is that what you asked me earlier? Does that make sense?
No, I just said to you I didn't know she at the time I didn't know she was missing.
No, but I mean, I'm telling you now, from a police perspective, as we move forward, we know she's missing. I've told you why, in that there's been no activity on her bank account. Nobody has heard from her. She hasn't phoned anybody. She hasn't reached out to contact anybody. Her car has not moved. It was like in her driveway. She was there. The family hasn't heard from her. She hasn't made withdrawals on her bank. She hasn't shown up for work.
Mhm.
That's like somebody just dropped off the face of the earth. And we all know people don't do that. We are creatures of habit. We have our routines, right?
Mhm.
Okay. When you say to me, how do we know some of these things, and how can I draw the conclusion that I believe, something bad has happened to her, I want you to look at that picture, okay? Now, first of all, I'll start with this one. Where is that?
That's her driveway.
Exactly. Okay. And whose car is that?
That's her car.
Right.
That's a new one. Pretty new.
Yeah, it looks fairly new, right? But here's the thing. So
You
when
know she
I
paid about 43,000 for that.
43,000 for that car.
Yeah. It's got all the bells and whistles.
Is that the one you drove to Quebec?
Oh no,
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 no.
no, no.
That's
Well,
a nice car.
she had an old Camry, but
Yeah.
it was in really good shape.
That's a nice car.
But she had an accident with the Camry and it was a write-off.
Oh, okay.
So she got this one.
Well, that is a nice car, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I want you to notice there, and I'm just telling you things that I know from my observations now as we're investigating this, right? See that right there?
Yeah.
That's blood.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We'll start there, okay? But this is her house, this is her entrance, right? It looks familiar to you, right? Because you've been there before.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the back of her car.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
see this little piece
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
That would be along here, or down
No,
the side.
down here.
Right. See that?
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
that?
That's blood.
That's blood. Okay.
I'm
and-
assuming.
Yeah, so am I, right?
Yeah.
But from my standpoint, between that at the front of the car and this at the back of the car, that's what I would refer to as a significant amount of blood.
Foul play.
Yeah, foul play.
Indicated foul play.
Absolutely, right? Because that's not a cut finger.
No, no.
That's not a stub toe.
No.
That's significant, okay? There's a lot of things I can read into when I look at that, okay? So when I see those things. Then you look at that picture. So you obviously know that that picture is along here now, right?
Which one?
See this picture here? Right?
This,
Where is that in relation to
this
this?
picture here is there.
Exactly. Okay. See her keys? See an earring.
I'll take your word for it.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
They
And,
took my glasses away from me.
okay, well, right here is her car key, her house key, and right here is an earring.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's a sign of a struggle. You can see how everything's kind of tossed up, and there's the edging of the blood right there, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's not normal. We know she didn't go in the house. We know her things are lying there, okay? There's another picture which is along the edge here.
Yeah.
That's her glasses, laying on the ground. It indicates a sign of a struggle.
Oh yeah.
Tells us that there was a struggle there,
Yeah.
okay? And we've got the blood
Did you see her glasses are here?
right there.
That's her glasses.
That's her glasses right there. Okay. So that indicates to me a sign of a struggle.
Yeah.
Plus we've got the bleeding at the front of the car, we've got the bleeding at the back of the car,
Yeah.
and it's right at the entrance where she would be getting into her door.
Yeah.
How do I know that this day is the day she went missing? The 12th of November, which is a Wednesday, she was working. And she was working at Walmart.
Yeah.
So we've already verified that she worked her shift that day,
Mm-hmm.
and we verified what time she ended her shift and went home. So we know that she was alive all day. People spoke to her, people saw her,
Mhm.
people interacted with her, and people watched her leave work. Okay? So we know she left, and we presume, because her car's in the driveway, she eventually went home.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how we know this day, because on the next day, the 13th, she didn't show up for work. Number one, which is unusual for her, right? She didn't go to work on the 13th. So that caused people some concerns. Family members didn't hear from her. Nobody could locate her. And this is what people found when they went to her house.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put, she goes to work, she leaves work, she heads home. People see this, police arrive and see this. We have evidence of blood. She doesn't go to work the next day, and from this day forward, she's never been seen or heard from again. So we can conclusively say that sometime during the evening hours of the 12th or into the early morning hours of the 13th,
Yeah.
something happened to her,
Mhm.
and that's when she went missing. So that's how we know for that part of it. Make sense? You understand, like, investigatively wise, how we're looking at it, right? So some of the things we're looking at is this. I know that there was a struggle here. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The blood tells me that. The glasses, the keys, and the earring tell me there's a struggle there. This is one of the things that we're now doing, and it started today. Do you remember when 9/11 happened in the United States?
Uh-huh.
The Twin Towers got
Uh-huh.
the terrorism,
Mhm.
okay? Ever since that day, the United States Department of Homeland Security, NASA, the American military, invested billions of dollars into satellite imagery.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason they did that was to try and prevent the attack of, terrorist activities in the future. Because one of the questions they had was, how could we not see this coming? How could we not see a rogue plane coming? All these different things. As in anything, a lot of things that we do in the world are reactive to tragedies. So they enhanced billions of dollars into satellite imagery. And so what these satellites do now, they're orbiting 24/7 and they're snapping pictures
Mhm.
all the time. we have realized that law enforcement, police, only certain agencies have access to it. We can access those satellite imageries by contacting the Department of Homeland Security in the United States. And we have to have what we call a criteria offense. So it has to be serious. Treason, homicides, or attempt homicides. They won't look at it for anything else, okay? We also have to be very specific and give them either an address, and if we have an address, obviously we can give them latitude and longitudinal coordinates. That spot will always be there, right? Started today. The request has gone into the Department of Homeland Security, okay? We've provided them an address, and we've provided them with the latitude and the longitudinal coordinates for her house. We know a struggle happened here on this driveway. Something happened, okay? When we put the request in, what happens now is they punch those coordinates into the database, access the satellite that was over the earth at that point in time, and download the images, okay? They download the images. Images are forwarded to us. We know when she left work. So now we have kind of a starting point to say, I don't need to see everything on the 12th. I just need to see from, say, 7 o'clock in the evening on. So give me from 7 o'clock in the evening all the way into the 13th the next day, right? I know in that time frame, I will capture this struggle on the driveway, okay? The request has gone in. It's going to take time for me to get those pictures back because it's a massive database, and the request has gone into the Department of Homeland Security. They will download the images, they will send them to us. And when that happens, I will then have an opportunity to have an investigator sit and go through the images. These images that come in are phenomenal because they're military grade. Okay, it's based on NASA premises, and so like I've had success in other cases where I've been able to focus down in on the make and model of a car. The quality is that good. Okay, that's one thing that's happening right now. Okay, the other thing that's happening right now since we're here is I've been to her house. I know where it's located. Okay, and one of the things I know is that when I go to her house,
These are good pictures, by the way.
they're not bad, eh?
Yeah, very good.
They're very good. The quality of pictures that are going to come in off that satellite will make those look like child's play. It's incredible what you're going to get. It's incredible what we can see.
Do you think I could ask you for another cigarette?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get you another cigarette. There's a street view of where she lives. Okay? Where's her house on there?
I wish they hadn't taken my glasses.
I can assist you if you can't see.
Anyway. Her house would be round about where this green thing is.
What road does she live on? Bennisford?
Densford.
Exactly. There's Bennisford right there.
This is River Road, and Densford Road. That's a very bad corner, by the way.
I know, I was there. Doesn't
Very
look like a
bad
good corner. Thank you. So here's the thing. I went to her house. I stood in her driveway. I looked around. What do you think I saw?
No idea.
Big cemetery over here.
Oh yeah.
Highland Park. Massive. Big gates.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful.
We used to go walking there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful spot. Right over here, a couple of doors down from her house, is a daycare being run out of a house. Right? Right over here is a big school. Just down the street.
Yeah.
Just down from the school, before you get back to the intersection, is a variety store, a convenience store. What do all of those things have in today's day and age? Cameras.
Yeah.
They all have cameras. It's the world we live in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has cameras now for security reasons. Insurance, protect their own property, trying to prevent vandalism. Schools, new legislation was passed because of a couple of tragic incidents that happened, where they installed cameras at all the schools that focus out on the streets and the crosswalks, so that when kids are walking, in case there's an accident, in case there's an abduction, we want to be able to see vehicles. We want to be able to see people walking. Variety stores have cameras shooting out onto the street in the parking lots in case people grab things out of the store, shoplifting, and run away. people arriving at the store for robberies, break and enter, thefts. This cemetery, the whole laneway is cameraed to capture vehicles coming in and out, anybody that wants to do damage. They have a beautiful big building in there. It's all cameraed, right? Like, it's just the world we live in. This daycare, oh my word, cameras, because they're caring for children.
Yeah.
So, for insurance reasons, they have cameras there to, in case, abduction, some parent shows up that's not supposed to show up, a child wanders off, at least you got something to start with, right? I have officers at every one of these locations, as you and I speak, accessing and downloading all the data for the 12th of November into the 13th of November, because she lives right on that corner. So now we're accessing all those cameras. We're accessing everything. Okay. Now, when I look at those cameras, when I look at the satellite imagery that's coming in, okay, and that's why I want to ask you this question. So on the evening of the 12th of November, so we're getting into the nighttime, after 7 o'clock at night, maybe even into the early morning hours of the 13th, but we're talking about that Wednesday night into the next day when she went missing. Is there any reason you can think of why, when I download these images from all this video footage and have a look at it, or when my satellite images come and arrive, okay, is there any reason you can think of why I'm going to see you or your vehicle in that area? And I just wanted to ask you that now, because maybe there's some logical reason that you were there or in that area that I'm not aware of, that we should talk about and clear up now, so that I don't have to come back and do it later. Any reason you can think of why I'm going to see you or your vehicle? No? Okay. And that's why I thought I'd ask now, right? Because this is just a matter of probably hours away.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, according to you, you've got it made.
What's that?
According to you, you've got it made.
Well,
it's just a question of time.
Yeah, it is a question of time, right? So, but that's why I wanted to ask you if there's any reason you can think of.
I've got nothing to say. That lawyer's going to be mad at me.
No, but I'm just wondering
for talking to you.
Is there any reason you can think of why we would even see you there?
I don't know what to answer any questions at all.
Okay. All right. But I just wanted you to understand that's one of the things we're working on. Okay, so I wanted to give you some info. I wanted to share it with you.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay.
Because it looks as if you're definitely going to have this wrapped up pretty soon.
The other thing that we're working on, because you asked about your car, okay? You have a Subaru. What year is your car?
2010.
2010.
I bought it brand new.
Yeah.
Paid cash for it.
Yeah. No, it's a nice car. It's in good shape.
The fuel consumption is terrible.
Is it?
Just awful.
Okay.
Which I suppose makes sense. If a motor's got to drive 4 wheels, it's going to use more gas than a motor that just has to drive 2 wheels.
Yeah. Okay. Were you aware that cars also have their version of a black box installed in the computer modules?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. They do. So what happens is, in serious cases like this, when we seize a car forensically, okay, and we have to go through it forensically, so, we're looking for blood and fibers and hair, but when we suspect or believe that a vehicle has been utilized, one of the things that we do is we do a forensic examination on the black box, the computer module that's installed in the car, that retrieves and holds data as to where that car's been. It's like a built-in GPS.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? It provides us with speed, braking, acceleration, stops, starts, but it also provides us with coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it's built right into the car. Dealers can access it. Us, through our investigative tools now, we can access the data as well. Okay, so that's one of the other things that's happening with your car right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was not on the search warrant.
What's that?
That was not mentioned in the search warrant.
I know that. I know that. I'm
So that might be considered to be fruit of the poison tree.
It's possible, but I still have to look at it because it's a murder, right?
Mm.
It's possible, absolutely.
Anyway,
But is there any reason you can think
no
of
matter.
when we download that data?
No, I've got no answers for you at all.
Okay, but that's why I have to ask the questions,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Is there any reason you can think of why that data is going to show your car there?
Any questions, okay?
Well, then I just want you to understand what we're working on
Yeah.
and what we're doing, okay? So you're aware of
Mhm.
what's going on. Because I think it's important for you to know.
Yeah.
I think it's important for you to understand what we're working on as investigators.
Uh-huh.
I think you have every right to know that. You're the one sitting here under arrest. Make sense?
I still don't know why they don't just let me go home and stay at home where I would be comfortable. Because I'm not, certainly not going to be going anywhere or doing anything.
Right. You recognize that?
Yeah, that's my car.
That's your car. Okay.
Mhm.
And that's your carport?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was that a picture of?
Looks like an exhaust tailpipe.
Yeah, and it's actually this one over here. I just want to show you. It's this one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this is a close-up
Uh-huh.
of this exhaust pipe.
Mhm.
So the way that vehicle's facing right now, that would be the driver's side.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you agree that's your car?
Mm-hmm.
That's your carport?
Yep.
Okay. So this is this blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's blood. This is back here on your tailgate. It's a close-up, okay, on the tailgate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's blood.
Mm-hmm.
This, it's kind of dark, but it's what we call the pillars.
Yeah.
So this is the driver door, passenger door. On the
Yeah,
passenger
yeah,
side,
Yeah, yeah,
there's blood there.
yeah.
Okay. So what I've done is, that's blood, and that's blood
Uh-huh.
on your car.
Mm-hmm.
Whose blood do you think that is?
No idea. But I told the police right at the beginning, right on the day they took me away, Thursday, I told them if they wanted blood, I would give them blood.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they could compare it to this blood.
Is there any, like, is it logical, would that be your blood? Have you cut yourself?
Yeah, I cut myself here.
Okay, and how'd you do that?
I did it with a chisel.
A chisel?
Yeah.
Okay, what,
And I explained all this to Dan LeVay.
okay.
I even showed him what I was working on when it happened, and showed him how it happened and everything else. He actually helped me.
Did he? Okay. Now, after you cut your hand, did you touch your car?
I must have.
Okay. No, and that's why I'm asking, right? Because, I mean, that would bleed pretty good, and you're right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
So it would make sense that you would open doors with your right hand, things like that, right?
I can only assume that this blood got on the car, but I'm
That would
assuming
make-
that.
that would
I
make
don't
sense,
know.
right?
It's the only thing I can think of.
Is there any reason you could think of why that would be
I don't know.
her blood?
I
Lisa's
don't-
blood.
I have no idea.
It's her blood.
Oh, it's her blood.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks to me like you get everything wrapped up.
You're a very logical man. You're a very smart man.
I'm not a very smart man at all.
You are.
Quite sure if you tested my intelligence, it would be, at best, it would be average.
Well, what I mean by that is this. You are a very logical person. And so I don't want to sit here, sorry, and play any type of games with you. I want you to understand why you're here, because I think you deserve to be treated with respect and courtesy, just the same way you've treated me here today, which I appreciate. I'm telling you right now that that's her blood on your car, okay? But I'm also prepared to back it up because you're such a smart man. That's the report from the Center of Forensic Sciences that you may have a look at and read, which is not my opinion. It is their opinion that they have done the scientific tests and they have verified the fact that it's her blood on your car. And you can read through that, take your time. Or I can read it to you. Would you like me to read it to you?
I don't have my glasses.
Want me to get them for you?
No, I don't need to read that. I'll take your word for it.
That's her blood on your car.
Okay.
Okay. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay. You haven't seen her since the Saturday before she went missing.
That's right.
So she hasn't been in your car because she hasn't been anywhere near your car. And yet her blood is on your car. How does that happen?
I don't know.
You do know. That's the thing.
No idea.
We're at a point right now where this isn't a what happened to her. This isn't a whodunit. Okay, we know she's gone. I know you're responsible. But there's still some, the big question is the why. That's the only answer we have left, is the why did this happen? It's not did you do it. We know you did, okay? This is only one set of scientific testing that's happened. There's more scientific testing going on as we speak, plus all the pictures, plus all the images. You can see where this is going. This is all coming to one great big massive head, okay? You are a smart man. You know, okay?
Tell me something.
Yes.
Did you execute a search warrant on Ben Kalman's house or car?
Myself, I haven't. I just got here today.
Sorry?
I said I just got here today, so no, I haven't.
Well, did the Peterborough police execute a search warrant on Ben Kalman's house or car?
No, not yet.
Did they execute a search warrant on Dave Clark's house or car?
What does that have to do with anything at this point? Because those investigations are ongoing, and those people are certainly being looked at. However, the evidence takes me where I need to be, and I have her blood all over your car. I have a lady that's missing that hasn't been seen since the 12th. I have a sign of a struggle in her driveway where there's blood on her driveway, and obvious signs of a struggle. There's blood at your house.
Blood in my house?
Right?
Well, there'll be blood all over my house.
Right.
Because I'm always bleeding.
Right.
But it'll be my blood.
Okay.
It sure as hell is not Lise's blood in my house.
But it's on your car.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's science. It's right there. It's on your car. Okay. And you know what? Even down to it's on your exhaust. Low. Okay. Here's the thing. We're at this point where you know exactly what happened to her. Now, the way I have to look at it is, and I do look at it like this, do I think for one moment that you planned all this? Absolutely not. Do I think for one moment that you woke up one day and said that I'm going to harm her and take her life? No, I don't think that at all. Okay? But the fact is, it did happen.
I love her.
I know you do. So help us bring her back. Because there's family.
If you're convinced she's dead, you're not going to bring her back.
No, but you know what? You know as well as I do, there's grandkids and a daughter and a son that would like her remains.
And the brother.
That would like her remains.
Yeah.
Okay?
Anyway.
And I know you love her.
It looks to me like you've got this all wrapped up.
But I want her.
Oh.
I want her back. People deserve that, and you know that.
I cannot answer any more questions at all.
But you can. You absolutely can, because you can make up your own mind.
I know that the lawyer told me not even to speak to you. but being the kind of guy I am, I don't mind speaking to you.
You've been a gentleman.
But
You've been respectful. You've been
you're
cooperative.
just telling me that you can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that I killed Lise Fredette. This is what you're telling me, right?
I'm telling you that
So
this evidence supports the allegations.
There's no point in us talking any more about this.
Well, there's
As
actually,
far as I could see, you've got this whole thing wrapped up.
but you already knew that coming in here. You already knew that you're the person who's responsible. I didn't need to tell you that.
No.
I mean, this, you can't argue with the science that the blood is there. You want to know what the numbers are? The numbers are 1 in 26 trillion that it's anybody else's but hers. Okay? A quadrillion, I should say. The thing is
I would dispute that.
that you will have an opportunity to dispute that.
Anyway,
But how are you going to dispute it?
I am not qualified.
Sorry?
I am not qualified to do blood analysis or anything like that.
And nor am I, and that's why the scientists will come in, because it's not my opinion. It's the scientists that will come in and say, this is what they do for a living. And then there's all the images that are coming, all the cameras that are being downloaded.
You got it made.
Well, what are you going to say then? You're going to look at the community, you're going to look at the family, you're going to look at everybody, and then what are you going to say?
I'm going to say I didn't do this.
So, and everybody's going to look at an image, everybody's going to hear about the DNA, everybody's going to read the results,
Yeah.
and you're still going to stand there and say, I didn't do it.
I don't know what I'm going to say till I speak to a lawyer.
The thing is, you're a grown man, you can speak for yourself, number one, okay? I know you love her. Period. That is not a doubt in my mind. I know you love her.
Well, if you're quite sure she's dead, then it's the past tense.
You know she's dead. You know she's gone. You and I don't need to play a word game back and forth.
I'm not playing, I'm just telling you I don't want to speak to you, that's all, because the lawyer told me not to speak to you.
And I'm telling you I don't have an issue with that. However, I'm simply reminding you that you can speak for yourself. You've made that quite clear here today, that you're very capable of talking. You're a very eloquent, very intelligent man. And you can also speak for yourself. You can also realize that the situation that you find yourself in, where you're at now, is you're at the point of no return. You've been arrested for murder. I've shared with you some of the evidence. There's a lot more that's still going on.
Yeah.
Okay? None of this is
So
really
I don't know why you would even bother talking to me.
because I would like her body back. That's why. You know that. That's logical. Okay? That's logical. Because you know what? And it's not for me, because I don't have a personal attachment to her. But you know what? There's her daughter. There's all her family.
I
okay?
know, I know.
And you know what? Does somebody else need to eventually find those remains? Does a child need to stumble across them? Whatever the situation may be. I would like her body back. And that's where we're at. As far as the murder goes and the who did it, I'm good. Okay? The why is the question that everybody has. And from a family perspective and a community perspective, they would like to see some dignity come to, you know, regardless of whether she had personality flaws and she wasn't always the nicest person in the world to you and she maybe didn't always treat you 100% fairly.
Oh, no,
Make no mistake.
No, we had no problems.
No, but I mean, you talked about the fact that she had a temper, and with that would come violence.
Lots of people have a temper.
Absolutely, I agree. And I look at this case, I don't believe for one moment that you planned all this. I actually think...
And just in case, I don't want you to have the wrong idea. I'm not trying to tell you that she was some kind of ogre. She was not.
Oh, I never
She was
took
a
that.
wonderful person. And 99% of the time we got on just perfectly.
I agree. And we
so
all have...
she's not an ogre in any way, shape or form. So she blew her top occasionally. It's not the end of the world.
So then she deserves better than where she is right now.
Ah,
You know that and I know that. Okay? She deserves better than where she is right now. And let's bring her home.
Do you think you would be able to give me a mattress and a pillow or something for that cell?
Yeah, I mentioned that to you earlier, that yes, when I spoke to you earlier at the cells, I indicated to you that when you go back in there, yeah, I'll get you looked after.
It's awful uncomfortable the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't think there's any chance of me going home and staying at home? No. Oh well.
Let's bring her home.
No. Anyway, it's nice talking to you. And no doubt you'll be wanting to talk to me again.
We're not done right now.
Oh, we're not done now then.
No.
Well, I just told you I don't want to answer any more questions. That's all.
That's fine. You can listen. I'm allowed to talk,
Oh, sure.
right?
Sure.
But the thing is, you need to understand the big picture of where everybody's coming from now.
Well, you've explained it very well.
Right.
The whole thing's wrapped up.
Well, except for the fact that, do you think that the lady that you loved, like really, her family, everybody that's a nice person that you spoke of, they would like to see her back. In whatever form she's in, they would like to see her back. You know that. Okay, and I think that's fair request on their part. You know that, and I know that. Okay? I don't think I'm sitting here with a bad guy. I actually think
Have you checked my record?
Yeah, you don't have one. You don't have one. You loved this lady. I think as you sit here, you still love her, even though it's in the past tense. You're not a violent fellow. You're not a violent person. You're actually a very peaceable person. Maybe you came home and found her in the driveway because somebody else knocked her out and you panicked and you thought, I need to get rid of the remains. Whatever spin you want to put on it, let's go get her.
Maybe it was a home invasion.
Maybe. But
nobody ever
did they use your car?
Nobody. I don't know.
Did your car go missing?
I don't know.
Did you lend it to anybody?
Not that I know of, but somebody could have stolen it.
Did anybody steal your car?
I don't know.
Do you think it's possible somebody took your car?
I have no idea.
I'm just asking.
I told you, I sit in the house reading it all the time.
But we have a witness that says you left that night.
Okay. Good for you. You've got it all wrapped up. Why do you keep going on?
Because I would like to bring Lise
Well,
back
bring
to her
her
family.
back or whatever. Do whatever you like. Just don't involve me. The lawyer told me not to even talk to you. I should have been talking to you all this time.
You know that you're involved, so how can I step back and not involve you? You're a logical man. You know that. Okay? That's the one thing that you're conflicted with right now, is the fact that you are so logical and you are so...
I'm not conflicted at all.
Then I've underestimated you.
The only thing that's bothering me is these conditions that I'm under.
Do you understand you're under arrest for murder?
I understand
You
that.
understand-
Do you understand these conditions?
You're in a jail cell.
Eh?
You're in a jail cell.
These are terrible conditions, for God's sake. For somebody who supposedly is innocent, has not been convicted of any crime,
That's right.
to have to put up with these conditions is just abominable.
Well, then let's talk about, responsibility. Who's responsible for
Finished
this?
talking to you. Can you not understand that? I don't want to talk to you anymore. Period. End of discussion. What could be simpler?
I believe you're afraid right now. and
Afraid?
Yeah.
What am I afraid of?
The future? Jail? That's normal. I would be too. That's normal for anybody. I think, my goodness, if I was sitting where you were, that is exactly how I would feel. Period. That's human nature. I get it. I'm not obtuse to that. That's normal. That makes sense. Lives change. Futures change. Everything changes. I get that. So I can say honestly that if I was in the same situation, you're darn right I would be afraid. You're darn right I would be concerned. I know that. That's, you know, I may try and put on a show, or I may try and act like I'm okay. I know deep down I'd be scared to death. Absolutely. Okay? I get it. The premise of all this right now is your future changes from this point forward, and you know that.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that too. I'm not pretending this is something that is not. Okay? But I don't believe that you're cold. I don't believe you're this cold, laissez-faire individual. Not at all. So let's go get her. You and I can go
I'm
get
not
her.
going anywhere except back to myself, where hopefully I'll get a pillow and a mattress and maybe even a blanket. Because that is an awful uncomfortable place. What I really would like is for you to let me go home.
You know that's not going to happen. I already explained that to
And
you.
I can guarantee you that I will not leave my house. I will not step over the door.
That's out of my control.
Okay.
Like I said, that's up to the courts. We put the person before the courts, and it's up to the courts to decide where the person goes.
Okay, are we done here?
I'm accusing you of taking her life. You're okay with that?
Do I have any choice?
Absolutely, you have a choice. You can say whatever you want to me. If you don't agree with it, if you don't like it, you absolutely have a choice.
No, I don't have a choice. You charged me with murder. You've charged me with murder, and that's it.
But it's not without evidence.
I'm not talking about evidence. I'm saying that the position I'm in, I have no choice.
Well,
I'm just a pawn here.
you're just a pawn.
That you're playing with.
What do you mean by that?
I told you I don't want to talk to you. How many times do I have to tell you that? I keep telling you over and over again I don't want to talk to you and answer your questions or anything else. I would like to go back to myself.
And you will, absolutely.
When?
When we're done.
And when will we be done?
Don't know yet.
Are you going to stay here till midnight?
I don't know yet. You understand this is a murder investigation, right?
Of course. You think I'm dense?
No, but you're sitting here laughing like it's
Well, it
laissez-faire.
seems to me a silly thing to say. That's why I laughed at it.
The forensic evidence was devastating. In Watson's basement, investigators found a shovel submerged in a bucket of bleach. DNA testing revealed Lise Fredette's blood on that shovel. They found more of her blood inside and around Watson's blue Subaru SUV, the same vehicle police had wrapped and towed from his property during their search. Despite extensive searches by police and over 60 community volunteers organized by Lisa's son, Stefan, her body was never recovered. On April 20th, 2017, Andrew Watson was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for 25 years. He was 79 years old. Throughout his trial and imprisonment, Watson never revealed where he disposed of Lise Fredette's body. Justice Hugh O'Connell asked that Watson, quote, put closure to the case so Fredette's family can lay this very kind, compassionate woman to her proper rest. Watson responded, quote, no thanks. In July 2022, Andrew Watson died in prison at age 84, taking that final secret to his grave. Lisa's family is still searching, still hopes to bring her home. Andrew Watson thought age and charm would shield him from justice. He was wrong. Subscribe for more cases where killers underestimated the detectives hunting them, and hit the notification bell to never miss any video we upload.